Good morning. It is April 1st. And this isn't a joke. It's day 28 for us. 7:15 in the morning. It's a nice night again. It's currently 58 degrees. I think we're supposed to hit the 70s today, but it's supposed to start raining. And then I think by Thursday, that rain's supposed to turn to snow. But hopefully we'll be in town by then. We'll see. So, yesterday was so brutal. I think it was like over 5,000 feet of elevation gain. Over the, I think 17.6 or something we did. It was a rough day. And I think I'm getting like plantar fasciitis or something in my left foot. And this has happened a couple times. And I always just kind of think it's my calf is tight. So last year when I hiked, it took about a week to work itself out, but underneath my left foot hurt and my calf was sore, and I stretched them and then everything was fine. And this year it started in, and it's been more like pain in my left Achilles, pain like inside my left ankle, like almost into the shin. So, and then pain in the heel. So I've been trying to stretch more, stay hydrated. I know the foot pain has come on in the last couple days, and yesterday wasn't as bad as the days before that, so I thought maybe I needed new shoes. But I think I really just need to stretch when I'm done for the day, stretch in the morning. See how it goes. Today, we're looking at dawn. See if anybody's behind me. Nope. Silent Bob hasn't broken camp yet. He was still sitting in his tent when I left. So I told him if he doesn't catch me, I'll see him at the shelter in 7 miles, or I'll just kind of lay there and take a break. And then we're aiming for the shelter that's 14 something away. So it looks like we're gonna slow down a little bit, trim a couple miles off, do like 14 today, I think 15 tomorrow. And then we can either do another 15 or we can do 20 and go into town. So, I don't know, it's Monday, Tuesday, so either go into town Wednesday after 20 miles, or we do a 15 that day and go into town Thursday after 5. I've got food for either, so I think Silent Bob only has food for, I want to say maybe 2 more nights, because we planned on staying in Hot Springs and didn't. And at the time I was like, oh, we need 4 nights of food. But I always take an extra day because you just never know. And I think Silent Bob bought 4 days worth of food. So I think that's all he has. But I mean, he's probably got extra snacks and stuff to get by. So he might just have to have Brinner. That's breakfast for dinner. Or Sninner? Snacks for dinner? I don't know. I think that's it for this morning. Just out, another day. I think this is the steepest incline of the day, coming up out of, what shelter were we at last night? Little Laurel. So I think this is the steepest encounter of the day. So I'll be happy to get it over with. And hopefully the lower miles, lower, it's still almost 15, but so I've been wanting to average 15, and because we've been doing so many extra miles, we could do 2 miles today and still average 15 for the week. So we're pushing hard, and not for any real reason, just I guess to get town to town. I really think it's because we missed our stay in Hot Springs. That probably would have slowed us down a little bit. But now we're gonna go on like an 8-day stretch without a shower, without clothes being clean. And this morning my stuff was still damp from sweat from yesterday. And I let it air out on my tent until I went to bed. And then tossed it on the floor of my tent hoping it would air out, but still damp this morning. So, yeah, you get used to it, but it's still a little gross in your mind. You're putting on sweaty clothes from the day before. But as soon as you put them on, your body warms them right up and they dry out. So, I don't know. It's just that feeling that you know they're still sweaty. Or it could be the dew from overnight, but I didn't have condensation in my tent, so I'm pretty sure it was still sweat. All right. I don't know. I'll show you anything else I come across. Whatever other random thoughts cross my hiker brain. I imagine this is usually a pretty nice view, but we got rain coming in, so I'm stuck in the clouds. I think we're coming up on mile 300. Should be here somewhere, or it might be 0.1 from here. Not exactly sure. Again, probably a lovely view. Just not today. So we made it past the 300-mile marker. Today's been a rough one. You know, your mind starts traveling all over the place, and I was texting my wife because you just start thinking about, like, you know, we've been out here right on the cusp of a month, and you're like, what are you doing? Like, you could be at home, like all the money you spend on resupplies, and in town you're like, I could be going to Disney and taking my wife out to dinner. So all that stuff starts to settle in. You're like, you know, I mean, you want to be home, and then you think, should I go or should I just stay? Because last year when I did this, I was trying to reconcile the loss of people, and a few weeks in, you know, you're battling yourself in these mountains. You aren't even thinking about things that brought you out here. And, you know, these mountains are harsh. So, you know, you get in some life and death situations with weather and being out on these ridge lines, and, you know, mortality is something you can handle a lot differently. And this year, I really just wanted to set it as a goal and finish what I didn't do last year. But again, those little invasive thoughts creep in, and you start thinking about what you could be doing with your time and energy and money if you weren't out here. So stay tuned, I guess. Keep moving on. You know, we're not in a position to get off trail right this second anyway. So we got today to log, and tomorrow we got to get into Irwin in a couple days. So hopefully today's just a down day and my spirits lift and we just keep trudging forward. But it is tough to, you know, you got a bunch of loved ones at home, a wife and 3 kids, and you're out here, you start to feel selfish what you're out here doing. And that, you know, I guess that's growth. We're at Devil's Gap, mile 311, and I think this is going to be the end of it this year. I think about a month is about as long as my heart can handle being away from my family, willingly. So we're just laying here waiting for a shuttle. think we're gonna go maybe to Asheville, whatever the biggest city is around that's gonna have a hotel, so I can get a shower and a nice hot meal. That'd be wonderful. And then we'll figure out our extraction from there. I've been just, I don't know, probably ever since I got back on trail, you know, like almost right away I started thinking about like my family being home and what they were going through, and then me being out here, and then, you know, the things we could be doing instead of being separated. I don't know. There's a backstory there, but when you think about the things you could be doing together instead of being out here trying to, you know, just kind of re-find yourself. These miles out here, I mean, finding yourself isn't really even the thing out here. It's you just, it's you against you, and you against these mountains. And the things that you thought were gonna matter when you got out here, they don't matter, like, really at all. Like, I don't know, your priorities kind of hyper-focus, and you just kind of torture yourself for not being focused, I guess, until you do focus. Some people do that all the way to Katahdin. My hat's off to them. My heart just, my body held up this time. My heart just didn't want to be away from my family anymore, man. I miss going to Disney with them. I miss jumping in my pool, all those things. So I'm gonna go back and enjoy my family. And I suggest maybe you find some time and enjoy the family you have too.